I am here with Andy Shear from Refocus CRM and Pillar 9 Coaching, and we are going to talk about the top 3 mistakes that agents make when placing an ad on Facebook. Andy, you see this all the time. What are our mistakes? I mean,
Yeah.
we all see it actually. Feel like we know the mistakes, but what are the top
Well,
ones?
so I'm curious, what do you okay, so because we didn't riff about this before we started in here. So what do you think that the top three are? So what do you
I would
see or what do you
say like they're non-compliant in some way with
Oh God.
licensing law.
That wasn't even on my top three, but yes, that's
Oh, really?
100% yes. Yeah.
Um, I mean, that's like the biggest one that I see a lot. It's like, oh, this is a violation.
Yeah. And so I'll go like one, I'll plus this one, right? So doing an
Okay.
ad and not selecting housing, because then their ad account is completely shut down. And honestly, like that's not even in my top three, but I do see those as well as like the, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
did you really just do that? Yeah.
So what are your top three?
Oh man. Okay. So number one, folks, is really, really simple. Facebook ads are different than Instagram ads, are different from any other ads that you guys are running. So pick one and run it. Don't do this as a broad-based spectrum shotgun approach into, hey, I'm going to run Facebook ads. So yeah, I absolutely want it in Instagram. I want it in stories. I want it in reels. I want it on marketplace. I want it here. I want it there. Pick where you want this thing.
I would think too, there was another mistake would be not diving deep enough, right? Because I feel like we have a tendency to do that on all our marketing. So we're like, oh, we're gonna do geo farming, but then we only send out one letter.
Yeah, yeah,
So
absolutely.
is that one of the mistakes? So one is not picking the venue. So it's like, okay, where are your customers? If they're on Facebook, you have the most like you are on Facebook constantly. Choose that. That's your ad space. Okay. One.
Yep, that's
Okay.
one. That's one. The second is, and believe it or not, this is actually going to cost a lot of people a lot of money if they don't do this. So when they set up ads themselves, as an agent, as you're setting up your ad at the first time, and the Facebook is sort of hidden this,
Mm-hmm.
um, is location targeting. The number of
Oh,
times that I receive ads from California,
and you don't live in California.
Kentucky, I mean, it's nonstop, and that's something that not a lot of agents. I mean, again, it's there, you can see it, but it's easily skipped over. So after a day, your entire ad spend is done, and you
Right.
have nothing to show from it. There's literally nothing there
And while
because
you can still like convert those and potentially
I
get
mean, you can refer them
referrals,
out,
right?
sure.
It's just that was not the intention. The intention was to access the leads where you are licensed.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah,
choose. Well, I think this is a case for being detail oriented, right? Like we're salespeople. We're not detail oriented people in general. Like I'm
yeah.
definitely not. So okay, and your
So, and
third one.
I'll go to A to B on this one, just
Okay,
to go in. So as you're setting it up, right, the location based, setting an appropriate daily budget.
which is what? How do you know?
A lot of people tend to go too much or way too little, and there's, with Facebook, there's a sweet spot. So
Mm-hmm.
if you go under $10 a day,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be really rough. Like Facebook is not going to treat your ad well.
Okay.
If you go over $20, you're probably spending a little bit too much, especially if you're just starting out. So 2A is setting a specific budget for that and being realistic with the budget.
Yeah.
So $10 to $20 per day is usually the ideal time, ideal budget that you want to have on a daily basis. So going too little, too high, that's 2A.
So okay, 10 to 20. Got
Yep.
it.
2B, or not 2B, but
That
2B,
is the question.
yeah.
But
Uh,
is it following up with the leads? Because that's like the other problem, right? Or did that not even make the list?
Not even on the list. Not
It's a
even on
whole
the
nother
list.
problem. Okay.
So a whole different set of problems. 2B is actually setting an end date to those. So
Oh,
location, budget, and setting an end date to your ads, because I've seen numerous agents that run these things forever and ever and ever, and they have $300 ad spend. They have no idea where it's going.
how long should you run it for?
About 21 days. About 21 days
Real?
with, before you go through changing the imagery, changing the copy, creative, that sort of thing. You go 21 days. That allows Facebook to sort of assess, learn, and then you run. I'm not going to go into like the details of what then, but that
Right.
allows you to learn, or allows Facebook to learn from the ad itself.
But you've been a coach for a long time. You were one of our first coaches. And as a coach, you're seeing this issue, right? Like we all want to market, all this stuff. So you have created a system that already has the templates in it. And that's what I
Right.
like. Cause for me, it's overwhelming. I mean, I hear what you're saying, it makes sense,
Yeah.
but it's
Just give
still like
me the food. I want to eat it.
yes. So it's so exactly. So the system that has all the templates is called refocuscrm.com/fight club. You can get a free demo of all the ad templates, the whole system. You have even there, it's so robust.
Yeah. So
The
there's, I mean,
system,
there's a social planner in there. I mean, but like the engine inside of it, because it is a marketing engine. The engine inside of it is almost all through Facebook leads. In my humble opinion, Facebook leads are your biggest ROI. It's your top
right,
of
for
lead
now,
funnel.
yeah,
And if you
right,
run the templates that we have, they develop more here and now people, and 30% of those here and now people are also sellers.
exactly.
So,
And
that's
you're
that
giving
piece.
them seller leads. They're getting the ads are meant to attract seller leads
Right.
because we all know with sellers come buyers, right?
Yep.
The last thing we need is 1,000 buyers and no houses to sell.
Yep.
All right. So go to refocuscrm.com/fight club, schedule a free demo. It's customizable, the product, so you can see what you need, but they start at 197 a month
197. Yep.
plus the ad spend. And
Mhm.
all right. Well, thank you, Andy. Any
Yeah.
final thought?
No, I think we're good.
Good. Get those ads going, people. Get
Let's
some
go.
leads.